Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast. This week's topic is look for the good.
Welcome to the Light, Hope, and Healing podcast, where we discuss why you have stress, anxiety, pain, illness, and how to heal from it. I am your host, Tracy Gohrick. My background is a healing coach, energy healer, spiritual mentor, intuitive, and channel.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my podcast. This week's topic is look for the good today. Now, at the end of all my podcasts and videos, I say look for the good in everything is part of the exit part to give you things to think about doing every day. So I wanted to challenge you all to take a day and literally work at looking for the good in everything. And when your mind starts to go to negative, start looking for the good in it. So when you're looking for the good, it's about paying attention. So when you're driving down the road, you can either look at the weeds or you can look and find flowers. You could look at the dreary dirt or you can look and find grass. And I mean, those maybe not great examples, but the point is to look for the good in things. And I want you to see how you feel, because when you're in a bad, icky mood, we tend to look for things that are going to prove our bad, icky mood, right? So when you work to look for the things that are good, that's what you're going to see. And when you work to look for the things that are bad, that's what you're going to see. They're both out there. So it depends where you're putting your focus on, right? So I wanted to challenge you for a day to look for the things that are good. And all day long, just focus on looking for the things that are good. And then start working every day towards that. But take one day and see how you feel. See if you notice a difference, because if you start to notice a difference, you're more likely to carry it on in your life, right? So one thing that stands out to me is like when I get out and I'm driving around town or whatever, and I see people being angry, right? If I focus on that, that's what I'm going to keep seeing. So a lot of times, like when I see something like that, I will kind of just not focus on it. So the point would be just not to focus on it, because you're all going to see those things, right? But the point would be just don't focus on that, because if you focus on that and go, oh my gosh, look at that person, they're so blah, blah, whatever, that's what you're going to continue to see. So I try to stay more neutral when I see things that are like that. When you have angry people or people pulling out in front of you. And see, here's the thing too. You have somebody pull out in front of you, you're gonna get angry and be like, oh, that jerk, look what he just did, pulled out in front of me, mama. I try again to not do that, to rein it in, because sometimes our first instinct is to get upset, and I still get upset, right? But it would be to rein it in and be like, okay, they didn't see me, or they're in a hurry, or maybe they were being a jerk, but I don't need to focus on that, because it's not going to change my life by staying mad or being angry at this person. It's going to change my life if I choose to not be upset and frustrated with that person, right? And to focus on the good things that are around me rather than that bad thing that happened. Okay, so look for the beauty that's around you. And when you see something that happens to you like that, then look for something that's good and focus more on that than the bad thing that happened to you, right? Your world will change, and what you see will change when you start to do that. Because like I said, there is good and bad right in front of your face all the time. And it just depends on what you choose to look at. And if you want to change your life and change your health, you want to start focusing more on the good things that are in front of you. And it's more important now than ever, as things seem to be getting, a little bit more off balance, because as the vibrations are raising, people are struggling. You're going to see, more people around you that are angry and upset. And you want to still continue on your path, focusing on things that are good in your life. rather than those things that you see. Because it'll help you and it'll help those around you. The more you can do that and raise your vibration that way and focusing on the things that are beautiful, you know, whatever it is, even if it's cloudy outside, go out and take a big fresh air and maybe even look for the beauty in the clouds, you know, because you can find it in everything if you choose to. And if you're really struggling, again, you want to go back and look at your traumas and start healing them so you can start to see the good things that are around you. Okay? And if it's really serious, you might need to get help with that from a professional. So do that. You know, these videos that I do, they're to help you and to help show you and to remind you that you can do these things. But if you're really struggling, then please go get help. Get more help than what these videos were giving you, okay? I want to share with you the sponsor of this video. It is the X39 Lifewave patches. These are amazing, and I want you to know I don't share anything or recommend anything unless I use it for myself and I totally love it. Okay, I don't do any of that. These I love. My mother, my husband, and I have all been on them since August. And immediately what I noticed was much more energy in myself. I had much more energy to get things done and just felt a lot of energy during the day. And I didn't get tired in the afternoon like I would sometimes. And I also noticed in myself that I had a mole up here and it just disappeared, right? And I had a few more like later that happened too. And then I noticed that I had had a cut on my hand and it healed really quickly. Okay. And then so with my mother, she is almost 80 and she would get tired in the late afternoon and take naps usually around 2, 3, or 4, right? And once she got on these patches, she no longer needed the nap. She wasn't taking naps anymore. She was had more energy herself and was more well rested. And then finally with my husband, and these are just a few of the results, okay? Finally with my husband, he had a lot more energy. He's been retired and he kind of would got in a slump and he had a lot of energy once he got on these patches. He, a couple of days after getting on the patches, he pulled his shoulder out of his socket, which he's done before. He popped it back in anyway, and it bruised horribly. He couldn't lift his arm up. You know, he hurt it pretty bad. It's something he does a lot. And the next day, he was able to lift it halfway up. And then the day after that, he was able to lift it all the way up again, which that's never happened when he's dislocated his shoulder. And there was tons of bruising all the way down his shoulder, and that cleared up, and it was much lighter like the second day, and it cleared up much quicker, and he just healed so much faster after being on these patches. So here's what they look like. And you just take it off and you put it on. Well, this is one place you put it, is the back of the neck, and I hope this is going to show up in the video right there. Back of the neck is where I put mine. And you can put it on your stomach, and there's many other places you can put it, but there is information in the description below on these patches. They are amazing, and I want to just give you what it says on the website about it, just so you have an idea of how it works and why it works. The technology of the X39 patches is phototherapy. It gently stimulates the skin with light, which stimulates the natural flow of energy in the body, which improves the health in the body. So like I said, we've had amazing results. I love them. My mom loves them. My husband loves them. I have quite a few other people on them, and they've all had amazing results. It's helped improve their health and helps them recover quicker. So if you have any questions or interested in them, go ahead and reach out to me. All the information to contact me is below. There is also a Start X39 website. You can go check it out. Or if you just want to order it, there's a link to order it in the description below. But check them out. I am been so happy on these patches. All right, so in the description below, there's healing meditation. There's many ways to work with me, all in the description below. And if there's any topics you want me to discuss, just reach out in the email that's in the description or in the comments if there's any topics you want me to discuss. And like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Now go do something you love. Every day do something you love. Do something that lifts you up, brings you joy. And then do at least one thing of self-care, whether it's drink tea, Epsom salt bath, pray, meditate, do at least one thing of self-care every day. And then look for the good in everything. Look for the good in everything and in everyone. And when you see something in someone that stands out to you, say it to them. And finally, write 10 things you're grateful for. Do these things, and I promise you, you're going to see a difference in your life. That's what I got for today. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.